EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the San Francisco 49ers. 2-1 loss team set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Singletary to get the drive started. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. But you look at this Bronco defense. They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
And hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go ahead and get to that number 1 spot.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Melvin. Throw left side is hauled in by Palmer. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Niners had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these 2 probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. We'll get this up to about the 44.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Melvin. That's complete to Traylon Burks. Touchdown, 49ers! Traylon Burks, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Niners will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. Well, they spoke about the importance of getting off to a good start, and they're on their first drive, Charles, into the end zone for the touchdown.
And what an advantage for them. They're already clicking 1 drive in, didn't need to wait to get up to full speed. We had heard about the extra time they put in with each other, trying to learn each other's skills, what they like, the whole deal, and it paid off early in this one. I would expect them to keep firing on the next drive and keep that connection going.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down. You look at this Niner defense. This unit, third best in the NFL in stopping the run.
We know it's only week 1, but the results look pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. Got some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going.
Oh, the motion comes too late, and this is going to be a delay. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. They're going to look to throw. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
Singletary here running out of the gun. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Singletary again. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep. 1st and goal. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play.
Elliott is in. Touchdown for the Niners. CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively, because to me, they look like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4 fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
Moody good with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
They'll set up a throw. He's got a man, complete. Down the right sideline. And all the way home for the Broncos score. Jerry Jeudy, 84 yards. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. So on this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous drive when he threw the interception.
Yeah, let's give some credit to this rookie, because instead of hanging his head after his mistake leads to a touchdown, he comes back out and he's firing and made up for it right there. A well-executed series that helps reestablish some confidence in him to run this offense.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that'll make our score 14-7.
14, Broncos 7.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Looking to throw. Melvin. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Third down and 10. Back to throw. Melvin. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. Those are the types of run, Charles, that they say this first-year running back can provide a lot more of in the future.
He made it look easy, didn't he? Picking up that first down. Some have described him as a diamond in the rough with a lot of polish, nice little buffing. This guy could be one of the top backs going forward.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves, that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, but any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal. From the left hash, this from 34. His kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They go right back to Singletary. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
14, Broncos 10.
The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. A give, Singletary right side, taken down at the 42.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Second and 7. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. A short one there, caught by Likely. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 48-yard line. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 66 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
On first down, they stick with Singletary. Brought down at the 20.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Second and 7 from the 20. Looking to throw. Melvin. And that one complete to his receiver, Palmer. And the Niners are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. They run here with Singletary. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
To throw on second down. Melvin. And he's got it. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL. Being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Three tight ends up front here. 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And they're able to add on to their advantage. But just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Moody good with the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Have to go a little bit deeper to their playbook on their next possession.
The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line. Well, they got the ball already. They're not going to risk the yardage and running another 4th down. They decline it.
And what was that they taught you in law school, that possession is 9/10 of the law?
I didn't go to law school.
Oh, you didn't? I thought you did. Well, I'm going to give that to you anyway. Possession is 9/10 of the law, and it's 9/10 of this game, too. Having the football counts.
You're so litigious. Singletary. They'll go up the middle. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. 78 yards rushing now for Singletary, and he's got a first down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
A give up the middle to Singletary. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Operating from the gun. Melvin finding his target. It's Trey McBride. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Things looking much rosier for him here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Singletary. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Off play action. Melvin. And brought in downfield by Burks. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 38-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And he's turning in a nice performance. Remember, he had the touchdown earlier, and this time he's able to beat double coverage to grab it.
I think that if he weren't worried about a taunting penalty, he'd run by the opposing team's bench and say, guys, 2's not going to be enough. You better get some more guys trying to cover me. He knows how to get open downfield.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
On the give, this is Singletary. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
2nd and 9. Back to throw. Melvin. A short one here, caught by McBride. Just a gain of a couple there. 3rd and 7 now.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Looking to throw. Melvin. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll give this to Singletary running right. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sets his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Melvin. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And no run back here as the 3rd quarter will commence with a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now, they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I established the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. They'll look to throw here. This will be caught. Judy. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. So, Charles, this, game number 2 in the NFL career of this rookie quarterback. His guys took the loss in the opener. And when asked after that game by reporters how he did, he was pretty curt. He said, not well. What did you see?
Well, first and foremost, I loved his answer to the media because he was being honest. And those veterans in the locker room, they're looking at him to see how he's going to handle things. And they like the fact that he's not blaming other people because I thought he struggled. The only thing that's going to help him, though, reps. No matter how many big games you played in college, how well you do in practice, the reps in the real games, that's when you begin to grow as a quarterback.
Here's 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Two yards still to go. 3rd down now. Back to throw here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 26.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. Down to the 25. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the 1st.
Got that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the 2nd half.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Mims in motion left. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great play there. with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Broncos have got it back to within a score. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that cuts the lead to 24-17.
Broncos 17. Cameron Dicker to kick off.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll run here with Singletary. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 90 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a run with Singletary. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Second and 6. Back to throw. Melvin. And it's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Melvin. A short one here. Caught by McBride. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 41-yard line. Give them 10 yards on that one, and that earns them a fresh set of downs.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 41. They will run with Singletary. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3. Back to throw. Melvin. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
A first down carry by Elliott. He'll take it inside the 25.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Here's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun. Melvin finds his man over the middle. It's likely. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
Jake Moody now on for the field goal. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points, a response there to that opening touchdown this 3rd quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Looking to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. This complete to Martin. So the completion good for 7 there, and it's 2nd down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
When you see those RPOs run, you need the first man to attack and be a disruptor. And on that play, he closed down fast and helped knock it away.
The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw again. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Here's Singletary, and he can muster only a couple here to the 24.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. Here's 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Melvin. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
Boy, that was certainly well read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle it for just a short gain.
Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
He'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. This is fielded at the 27. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Singletary again. And he's got room. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 119 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And after the good game last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Melvin. Able to get this one to McBride. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 4 of 7. Here it's 3rd and 2. On the ground, it's Singletary. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Looking to throw. Melvin. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
So the drive will indeed continue. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Up the middle they go. Singletary. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. They go right back to Singletary. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set them up first and goal.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about running them into submission.
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
They run here with Singletary. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Singletary, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Niners are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Moody good with the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Broncos 17. Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Again, it's Williams. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. So the victory here for San Francisco, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for San Francisco, they at least get the win here to earn a split of their first 2 home games.